Hello everyone. What's this? The second Minecraft video? This is the April Fool's Craftmine snapshot. Craftmine. Go ahead and make sure we have commands on so that we can do stuff. I don't actually know, like, I'm gonna set the usual, like, keep inventory and no phantoms, or, well, actually just no phantoms is fine. Mob griefing, that's what I was looking for. Oh, no weather, no vine, no fire. The usuals. So, why not? Let's give it a try. So I haven't seen too much of this. I have seen some of this, but I haven't seen much of this. You know, mostly I've just kind of been chilling, watching videos and whatnot. And completely forgot that there was a whole snapshot, you know, April Fool's thing the other day. So I figured I'd come on here and check it out. So I have again, I have seen some of this, so I do know sort of like what is kind of here. Like, we have a surface world, we have surface exits, we have plains biome, we have chickens, and then we have axolotl, and all of those I think are active and like can't be disabled. Creepers are also here apparently. Base rock type is diorite, plains biomes. But we have one slot here, and so we can set one of the settings to however we kind of want, right? So let's do some pigs. So chickens, axolotls, pigs, surface exits, plains biomes, diorite, surface world, and creepers. Now we enter the mine. Cool. Yeah. So this is an interesting, like, spawn. I mean, I guess, like, you know, the base rock type is, you know, freaking diorite, right? So hopefully that can count as equivalent to cobblestone for, like, mining. I know that we have the crafter because our inventory and the inventory crafting are disabled. So we've got to get some levels so that we can do some unlocks. Take your time when learning. Take your time when mining. I don't know what this is. Rewrite your gear in Rust. Enhance fire near and on you. Why the rush? Proper walking pace. You should report any bugs to DevNull. Thorns. Yeah, I don't know what those do. I didn't even know that section was there. I didn't see that on other people's like playthroughs that I've watched. Granted, I haven't watched much, but I have watched some of what other people have done. So, I guess we'll just make our way over there for that tree, since there's not much else we can really do here. I'm gonna grab the smaller tree. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and just mine this down. And then we can go get the crafter after that. Funny enough, these wildflowers here, I haven't even seen those in my world yet. Granted, I don't know that we've done a lot of exploring beyond the, you know, basic world. But still, it is what it is. It does look like daytime moves, so we will want to consider things like torches and such. We have reached level 1. Get off to a flying start. Don't know what that means. Get an advantage in battle. Hops, berry bushes, beehives have a chance of dropping extra loot. I've heard the Dirt Enjoyer is supposedly like OP, so maybe I'll start here. With the you know, being able to get the Dirt Enjoyer and stuff. I really don't know much. I watched a little bit of somebody else play, and then I was kind of like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And so I decided, you know, play. Dirt Fanatic. You enjoy dirt more than others. Working your way up in the shoveling business. Apprentice shoveler. Interesting. Well, what I can do is we can, in fact, make a shovel. And then we can, in fact, make nothing because I only grabbed 3 diorite. There we go, 6. And then like that for, whoops, right, crafter. I knew that. That might have been a poor choice to put those there, but whatever. Let's see. I know that there's like value in each thing. The azaleas have not much value at all. People were saying that copper was good, which I suppose I could see that with it being pretty plentiful. That would be diorite, right? That would be one of the upgrades. Mine upgrade, base rock type diorite. Cool, cool. Furnace is what I was thinking of. So let's get that set up. Because with the furnace, we can do some smelting for some ingot and some XP. I do suppose food is something to consider. I don't know how much of this I will play. I know that people have been saying, like, there's so much in this. Like, it's almost 2 days later, and, like, people are still kind of discovering stuff about it, from what I understand. So, I mean, that's cool, you know? Oops, looks like I've got it all. Got all the wood from that. Cool. Not entirely sure how much of that we'll need, per se. Partially because I'm not fully certain what all we're after. Like, do I only want to be here for a moment? You know? Do I want to be here for a while? Animals killed have a chance of dropping extra loot. You get a campfire to start with. Increases your luck while fishing, mining. Crafting. Imagine taking two things and combining them into one. Oh, okay. Crafting. I definitely want to get to pockets. And then inventory crafting, maybe? I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. I bet the dirt enjoyer makes this like... Huh? That was weird. Well, dirt like jumped out of my inventory. It seemed like. Yeah, I think, I mean, the main thing, right, is I probably just want to kind of dig around and see what we can find in the way of stuff, just kind of in general. So, I wonder, can I make a crafting table since I now have the crafting thing? Oh, is it? Wait, is it like yeeting stuff from my inventory? Like, is it yeeting dirt from my inventory, or am I like obtaining dirt steadily? I don't actually know. There is just random dirt everywhere. It seems like. Maybe that's what people were like saying about like it being kind of OP, is that it just gives you stuff regularly. Whoops. Ooh, I can offhand. Heck yeah. Because that gives me an entire extra inventory slot if I can offhand. So heck yeah. Oop, there's a second mine ingredient diorite. Or I guess a third one? It seems like it gave me a third. Like, because now I have 3. Now I have 5. I mean, do I want 5 of them? Here's some granite. And I'd rather not take it for granted. Sorry. I knew that was a bad joke. It's literally why I started saying it. But it was like, yeah, I'm not actually going to finish that. I mean, it's a bad joke. Plus, I'm sure everybody, like, in the world has made that joke in some way about granite, you know? I mean, diorite is worth more? Or... yes, it's worth a lot more than planks. Pretty sure, at least. Oh, yep. The dirt enjoyer is like yeeting dirt out of my inventory. Nice, Mojang. Nice. Mostly I wanted to pick up this upgrade. Why don't I do this? We'll make a house. Kind of expected to use up a bit more in the way of wood than that. Building the house. It's fine. cool. That's still there. I'm just kind of trying to find maybe some more ore, so that maybe I can get a little more levels. Not finding much, obviously, but still. Although now that I think about it, I wonder, I could probably have made like a chest, right? Actually. Let's leave that there. Let's mine inside so that we have more space. It did say there were supposed to be creepers, right? Just not exactly seeing a lot of creepers right now is all. I'm just saying. Like, creepers would be great. I could, like, make a sword. I could, like, fight them and get maybe some experience. Sand? Why is there sand down here? That's weird. And I guess just some of the blocks are randomized, more or less. So I guess maybe sand isn't too weird. I guess I'm still kind of stuck in ye old vanilla viewpoint on that. Like, if you see sand like that, then it just seems a little weird. Like, find sand underground like this, you know? The dirt enjoyer thing is definitely a troll. What with the whole, you know, throwing dirt out of my inventory thing. But that is pretty great, I won't lie. Like, that is real, that's actually kind of funny. So I haven't seen any of the animals. So... I don't have any dirt in there. I don't know. I mean, should I just, like... Why did I do that? That was not what I wanted to do. Like, should I just, like, leave? Like, I've got some stuff, right? Like, I could always just finish smelting these 4 copper. I don't know, I was kind of hoping maybe there would be some further copper or something in here. You know, we found a little bit. Maybe if I kept digging, I might find more. But so far, that does not appear to be the case. Maybe I should like pick up a sword and go looking for pigs or chickens. Let's make a stone sword. Let's take our coal and... Well, I was going to say our wood with us. But I don't have a lot of wood. This is 0.08. And this is 0.03. So raw copper is worth way more. So like I actually had more value before I turned these into copper ingots. Oh no, wait. It's 2. And then this is 3. Okay. Yes. Got it. I understand now. I need experience, let's be honest. I need pockets. Endless possibility with the right tools. Might not be much, but it's yours. Training sword. Works for trees and limbs. Woodcutter is also good at sailing. I bet you these are like you start with these kind of things. Pets. This one's just here to annoy you. Cost 0. Oh no. Well, it didn't give me a pet. But it gave me an egg. Oh my. I see. So yes, it did. It didn't give me a pet, but it gave me an egg in my inventory. That's amazing. I love that. Well, I mean, had I realized this was up here... One, it's plenty of coal. 2, there's copper right freaking here. It's certainly only 3 blocks, but still. So yeah, let's grab that. Pockets. Oh, wait. Oh yes, pockets. Level 2. There we go. Deeper pockets. Deepest pockets, and then bundle of fortune. Cool, so now I have an extra inventory slot. Coal is nice because it does just straight up give you experience, which is great. And in something like this, mining coal is definitely a good thing. So don't skimp on your coal mining. Yeah, definitely want to get all this coal, because I mean, that's experience, yeah? Level 3! And now that we have pockets, we have a little bit of inventory space to manage. Now we're at level 4. I think I'll hold off for a moment. Now we're level 5. I mean, this is really what I was after, was the freaking experience, you know? Like, that was the whole thing with me going down there to do the mining. I was just trying to get some experience. Had I realized this was over here, I would have started here. I guess it's a good thing that we decided to move elsewhere. What with, you know, the coal and the copper in this area. Oop. Speaking of copper. Oh, yeah. Give me that copper. That copper will be worth something on the way out. And it's good for experience now. Because I can smelt it down and get some experience off of that. Whoops. R.I.P. pickaxe. I did not bring the crafting table. Right. I don't have stuff. I need some wood. That's what I'm trying to say, is I need some wood. Here, since we're not, like, actually using this cave at all, normally I would leave torches behind so that things are always lit up. But with this being a one-time world at a time, you know, we're not staying here, so there's really no point in holding on to items. Or like leaving items behind. I'm just gonna grab that as a whole. I'm not entirely sure why I bothered to carry the stick, but I did. I bothered to grab the stick. Did I miss where I was mining? Where was I mining? Oh, my lord, me and my sense of direction. Oh, right here. Okay. Hello. There's not a lot of trees, are there? Because it's a plains biome. Oh, right. It's yeeting the dirt from my inventory. And I don't suppose I have any means of getting bone meal. Bang. Also, this seems a little odd. Fish are spawning and then dying? Animals have a chance of dropping extra loot. Mining. Exploration. Ooh, more experience per mine. I don't know where the exit is. Whoa, okay. I kind of do need to be a little careful since all I have is the 4 raw tropical fish. I don't even know if you can, like, cook like tropical fish. Let's find out. I cannot. Good to know. Now, I guess that means I don't really have any reason not to just eat it as is. I mean, it gives me half a pip, but it gets rid of it in my inventory at least. Doesn't give me enough saturation with which to be able to heal, but still. And that gives me sticks, and then now we can craft a new pick, which is the main thing that we were after, to be completely honest. Forest biomes. Okay. That does seem like a good thing to have. Okay, now there's creepers. Get rid of that, I guess. Trophy. Raid grass. I see. Huh. It just makes the creeper noise. So that's kind of neat. Do I get to like keep that between worlds? I'm gonna hold on to that just in case I do. This copper is worth vastly more than the diorite. Now we are level 2. Inventory crafting would be nice. What is that? Ability to craft in inventory. Cool. I assume Dirt Fanatic is just going to make it so that the dirt gets like thrown out of my inventory faster. You are the campfire. Run a map in a place where water is everything. Take your time when learning. I have no idea what that did. Maybe there was a time limit, and maybe there isn't now? That would be my assumption. Like, that there was some time limit to, like, the world. Like, you've got to complete the world before the time limit runs up. But if there is, I would assume that it would, like, tell me how much time I have left. And it does not appear that I have a timer anywhere. Yep. None of those are any kind of timer, so... I mean, I guess I need to find the exit at some point, right? So maybe we'll just keep looking for that. While we do a little more mining of coal. Because while copper is a good eventually experience, coal is a good now experience. That said, food is a good now thing to have. Just checking to see if there's any other pigs. Indeed. Maybe I can get these back before those finish. Yeah! Didn't waste any coal. Alright, now I know that the exit has a beacon on it. I don't see a beacon. So it's not anywhere nearby. Let's diminish some of our inventory problems here. What I'm gonna do is put these in here for now, since I don't particularly need either of those right now. And we'll hope that the torches that I put around that will help me find it if I need to. Okay. I wrote down, oops, the coordinates to them. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't play hardcore or no natural regeneration. Because I will just take stupid damage. And that becomes super annoying, super fast. Okay. What was I saying about leaving the axe and shovel behind? Because I didn't need them. Ooh, coal. I could always leave the coal behind. I mean, I'm mining it because it's a now experience. But then I don't need to, like, hold on to a lot of it, you know. One stack is always good. Also, I didn't think about the idea that I might want my crafting table. Okay. Or the furnace. I did leave the furnace behind, I suppose. I'm gonna actually go ahead and leave the big tree because I see a couple of smaller trees. Let me... Oh, I'm already on 16. Never mind. I was gonna say, let me up the render distance, but nope. Never mind. There are pigs. Nope. I think GUI scale 3 was actually right. Oh hey, and chickens. There are pigs and there are chickens. How about that? Just like the World Seed said. It just took us this long to find them. As obnoxious as that is. I think I want to just stick to one food source since we don't have a lot of inventory space. AKA pigs. I don't have a clue where the exits themselves are, though. Like, how far away can they spawn from the spawn? You know, like, what can I find? You know, where can I find them, etc. Heck, I don't even know if there is an exit. Like, there should be, right? Like, an exit is supposed to have spawned somewhere. I just don't have a clue where. Lots and lots of axolotl all over the place. I don't think they drop anything, though. I had the thought of chickens equals experience. So that's why I suddenly started, you know, slashing. We'll do that. Grass grade chicken trophy. Oh, wait, is that a beacon over there? Boy, it is definitely hard to see. I see the blue line, but that is actually difficult to see. Just right over there. It's like going up and down and up and down. Oh my gosh, it's underwater. What? Oh hey, firefly bushes. I haven't even found these yet in my world. Okay, that's hilarious though. Like, who knew that it could spawn under the water? This is when having that sand would be really nice. Because an issue I'm going to run into here is that like these are also solid like source blocks, I'm gonna bet. And so what I need to do is fill in like everything. Preferably without breaking my current like breathing space, if possible. I could just, you know, leave, of course. There really isn't anything stopping that from happening. But even so, I mean, I'd like to like smelt this coal if possible. And so like at least having an area where there's water would be nice, or you know, an area where there's air would be nice. I mean, this is fine. Right now, I am that meme. Like, of the dog with the house on fire, and he's just like, this is fine. Because, like, and here's the thing, like, /game rule, what is it? Water source conversion? So that no new source blocks can form. That's my hope. Because right now that's my biggest issue is I'm breaking blocks. But I'm just creating more source blocks as I go. Because I'm not able to... Freaking, is auto jump on? Hang on. Auto jump is off. It was just being weird. This is proving to be more difficult than I thought it would be. There's just too many source blocks all around me, is the problem. The worst part is I had a semi-dry area for a little bit and then I beansed it. So there's that. But seriously though, sand would be really helpful because I could just drop the sand down. Crafting tables. If I conceal the area from the outside world, that would be a start. Okay, I'm in a spot where I'm alright, so let me do this. I'll make a new axe. I thought that was a stair block, but it was not. What did I pick up that I don't need? Throw out the sticks for a moment. Is that something that I don't currently need? I know as long as these stairs are here, we're going to have an issue. So let's get rid of those. What would be super useful right now, actually, would be dirt. For sure. So these are stairs. I don't know. What? Those are stairs and the others are slabs. Ugh. Hang on. Let's do something. Gonna do something that will make this a ton easier on us. If I can be completely honest. First off, I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put the 8 coal in it, and then now, boom, we've got that running. So great. That's the first thing. Second thing is dirt. Dirt would be super helpful as it's super easy to break. One of the easiest blocks to break. A shovel would help tremendously. But it's fine. We did after all leave our shovel behind. School of Actual Hard Knocks. Take your time when mining. Don't know what that means. Apprentice Shoveler. Ooh. Okay, that gives me a shovel. So I assume then that I'm now going to start with a wooden shovel. So this is actually really good. I also don't know, like, which blocks I actually need to be weary of. In terms of, like, you know, as long as this block is here, you're going to continue to have issues because it's waterlogged. I know the floor is going to be wet. You know? There we go. Now I've broken the exterior. Oh, right. Dirt lover. And all that. So it's slowly yeetusing the dirt out of my inventory. It's fine. Well, if they don't hold the dirt in my inventory for too long, I basically fine. You know? Hey! Awesome. So that takes care of that. And now that we can't form additional source blocks, now it's just a matter of blocking all the source blocks so that they can't get in here. Of course, I'm slowly tossing dirt out of my inventory. So that's annoying. But now that we have a clean space, what I can do is I can create a water log system. So the idea was I was gonna put down like a door. So that I didn't have to deal with like trying to get in and out like legitimately. But I think this works well enough. The original idea was that I was just gonna stay in there and do the smelting, but since I've got all this stuff over here, I think we're fine, you know? Ooh. Mine ingredient skeletons. Oh god. I mean, do I really want that? We're making it work, though. Oops. Well, that's unfortunate. All that and our mine was failed. Status lost. Nostalgic. Cool. Man, like, we were right there, too. That's unfortunate. Well, we've got Savannah and we've got spiders. Okay. We have nothing else. So let's make sure that there are pigs. Because otherwise, frick that. And at least we kept all of our, like, bought upgrades. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, we did spend an hour on that. And sadly, we have nothing to show for it. But it's fine. I didn't realize my health was that low, unfortunately. So I also don't know if we can now go back to that same world as it, like, exactly as it was. Or if it's just going to generate, like, a new world that's based off of what was there. So, that said, savanna biomes. Not a lot of savanna biomes going on here. At least we have, like, normal stone this time. That's kind of nice. So many years of bad luck from this one. Yeah, right, we have spiders as our, like, evil mob in this one. My brain just, like, completely forgot what the, like, bad mob was. We can start by mining coal again. Hey, we proved that mining coal and copper were both really good last time. The coal obviously required actually, the copper required actually, you know, smelting. But it was really good as far as experience goes. So let's start by getting some basic experience. Then hopefully, you know, while we will have spiders, hopefully there also is copper. Indeed. Good, good. Looks like coal and copper are for sure. I don't know if there is stuff like iron, or if we need like a specific upgrade for something like that. And hopefully our exit here isn't under the water. I do wonder if we should consider looking for that first, considering all the work we put into that before. And that could have easily been more resolved by simply finding that earlier. So that said, I don't know the limits of this system. Like, could a world generate like do iron and things generate above, you know, certain levels? Do they generate at all? You know, should I be trying to go get diamonds in each world? Should I be trying to rush through the world as fast as possible? That sort of stuff, you know? One thing that I do know is that having food is very important. Are pigs just like spawning over here? Or were all of these pigs here before and I missed them? Because there do be plenty of pigs here, it looks like. That is not only food, but experience, you know? And if they're going to spawn infinitely, I could just stay here and farm pigs. But if they're going to just do a one-time spawn and then be gone, as they seem to now be doing, then I should probably just, you know, move on. So, I'm not seeing any more, so I think all of those did spawn together and all at once. Like when the chunk generated or whatever. However, standard vanilla mob spawning works, basically. Over here. Couldn't remember if I put it at the top of the mountain or not. Since there's spiders, I think I want to get over here into the savannah. Before too much stuff starts spawning. Partly because I'm thinking this could be a good place to build a pseudo base. That's rock. That's not a beacon. I'm not seeing any beacons. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, let's go over there. Actually, since these are spiders, right? Ooh, slimes. Also, ocelots. Cool. These are spiders. I wonder if I could get enough of them. There's cows? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that. I didn't see the cow modifier. I only saw the pig modifier. But I'm wondering if I can get enough spiders to make to get enough string that I can turn it into wool. Because that's just like a base recipe, isn't it? Like a vanilla recipe? Like, wool into string isn't, but string into wool is, right? I'm pretty sure, anyway. Yes, it is. Okay. I need just a little bit more string. Oh, I definitely don't want cave spiders. Frick that. I mean, maybe. Like, maybe I want to unlock cave spiders just to have as a thing unlocked. But I definitely don't want to ever use it, kind of thing, right? Like, frick that. I'm just swimming across. I'm gonna make my way towards the exit again. And hopefully we can do something once we get there. Oh good, it's all underwater yet again. Well, I'm not gonna do what I did last time. Because that obviously didn't work out too well for us. I was thinking I might get enough of the spiders to make wool and thus make a bed so that I could then therefore skip the night. But I think we're most of the way through the night at this point. That's fine. That's good enough. Here, we'll do this. That those don't shift into... Ah, that spider disappeared. Oh, there's one over here, though. Hey, and a spider trophy. Even. I need 4 more string. On one hand, part of me says, like, you know, if Mojang didn't work so hard over the year to bring one of these April Fool snapshots, maybe we could get better stuff in the base game. But then a part of me is like, yeah, but then you don't get the hilarious April Fool's snapshots that are fun. You know? Okay. That's some spiders. Hang on. That wasn't enough to actually heal. Or to start the healing process, at least. That's what I was meaning. But this is okay. Because that works really well, actually. Getting them stuck there. Ooh, creepers again. Ob ingredient creepers. Not entirely sure why I would ever want to boost the, like, mob types. But maybe I would at some point. No sleep for you, not today. Oh. Well, that was all pointless then. Great. I love that. In fairness, that does kind of make sense. I mean, we've got a bit of copper. So I'm wondering if, letting that smelt and then just, like, leaving isn't just a good idea. You know, get a completed successful mine. You know? Then see what happens, since we have first off these mine ingredients, and like we also have like the trophies. Get more experience after each mine. Imagine wasting experience points on this. An enchanting thing. PhD in enchanting in this job market by combining the ether flux with quantum displacement while clamping the manifold parameters required to channel the arcane infusion hex. We may temporarily fold this plane of existence to subvert the requirement of equivalence of exchange. What? Defeat a terrifying teleporting enemy. Defeat a bouncy breezy enemy. Fiery flying enemy. First-hand experience with Dragonfire after unlocking the spellbook. Okay. Apprentice, I assume this is going to let me start with a furnace. Which may not be the worst idea. Interestingly, I don't get a thing to start with a pickaxe until way down here. Imagine starting with that. Got it. But that's, what, 35 levels away? But we can increase our mining efficiency at least. While we're sitting here. Because, you know, there's no mobs for us to fight right now. Not unless we're gonna go kill more cows or something, anyway. Oop, here's a little bit more copper. You just... I mean, I could always just go with the raw copper as well. That's the thing. Like, I am using 1 coal per copper, right? So, like, that is something we could even, like, deliberate on, right? Is like, well, is it worth to smelt the copper? Because... you know, the coal is worth something as well, and then which is more efficient, the, you know, having all of the copper or having the coal and the copper. It looks like coal has a 0.02 just like the raw copper does. So, like, I don't know, do you gain anything by smelting it, come to think of it? Because you lose 0.02, right? But then we gain 0.03 per ingot. And then we gain 8 of that. So like, we are getting more because we're only losing 0.02, but we're gaining 0.08. So we are gaining more. Technically speaking, we are gaining more. It's barely, but technically speaking, yes, we do gain more. So I think we might just go ahead and go through once this finishes smelting. I suppose I could speed it up a little bit. By doing that, so that I now have 2 furnaces going. And that said, let's grab Hunter as well. That does sound like a good idea. There are some pigs over there, so let's do a quick trip over there. So that we can try to get that that 5th level. Because then we can start with a campfire. And that'll help with food. Need just a little bit more. Any more pigs? Or was that the only one that was actually over here? Ah, there we go. Ooh. Oh, that's hoglins. Oh, geez. I don't know that we want that. Start a campfire. Because then we can... Like, while we can't use that for smelting, obviously, we can use that for cooking. Just like normally, you know, just normal food cooking. And while I don't think that that's going to help us a lot in this world, due to us being just about ready to leave, well, let's see how much more of this I can get. Apparently I had an uneven amount. Because it smelted everything, but yet it then turned around and still had, like, steam, you know? And that kind of surprises me, because I thought I had managed that pretty well. But oh well. I mean, I suppose I can always I suppose that does give me a full extra inventory slot now. Not that I'm entirely sure what to do with that. But hey, each ingot that we smelt is more experience. And I think that's probably what's the most important, is getting more experience. And what I assume is that the value here is then like an additional amount of experience that we get when we get like to the exit. And I have no idea how much like extra we're getting. Like, I don't know how much, like, we get just from completing, or if that's even the way it works. But still, anything I can take with me is points, right? So I might as well try to take as much of my stuff here as I can. Now we are actually properly leaving the mine this time. Yay! We completed it. That seems to have given us quite a bit. 26 levels. And there's our trophies. So we do keep those. Which, I mean, I figured that we kept them to some degree. I just wasn't sure exactly how that got factored. So let's go ahead and grab those, because that now gives us one of every tool. Except for the pickaxe, obviously. How many levels do we have left? 16. And I bet you that if we die, we lose all of them. I don't know what these do. Like, I'm a little reluctant to grab them. Like, School of Hard Knocks. That makes me think that it makes things harder. You know? Take your time when mining. Like, does that slow my mining down? Rewrite your gear in rust? Like, maybe I take extra damage to durability? Pet your pets. Can I pet that dog? Pet bee, pet wolf, pet fox, turtle, axolotl. Success may break your bones, but they probably shouldn't. So this probably gives me the ability to wear armor. I'm gonna grab the spell book. And then we have 5 left. It's really not enough to do anything now. Actually, the crafting here... Oh, wait, yeah. This might come in handy to always have. That would have started me with a crafting table, I bet, and definitely I didn't grab that. So I probably should have. So, alright. Oh, I can probably... Cool. Yeah, I can upgrade that. That is a good use for experience. Okay. 20 experience took off 2 levels. Holy crap. Frogs. Mine 3 base. Plains, surface exits, cows, blackstone, floating islands, and spiders. And then we've got pigs. Oh. We don't automatically get surface world this time. So we probably want that. This gives us mine ingredient floating islands, but we already have that. Oh. I bet you floating island... I bet you this changes it so that it's not floating islands. Savanna biomes, because that kind of sucked. Not having trees the first time at all. We have cows and spiders, so I'm kind of okay with that. And I am interested in seeing blackstone as the base rock type. Maybe we add in some pigs again. Kind of don't really care. Eternal lightning. Good grief. Amplified world. Cave world. Break a block deep down in the world to get that. Okay. Find and kill some slimes. Fish. Fish out of water. Win a mine that never sees the light of day. Oh God. Walk on the block and give off a chime. It's a nice crystal, but not even worth a dime. Oh God. Mine deep slate. Swamp biomes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Here, let's do slimes. This is really interesting. Maybe, and I'm curious if I should do more of this. Like, I wonder if people would be interested in a series of this. If you would, let me know. I certainly wouldn't mind trying to see what all we can find. Not much of an easy way to get down from here. So this is a problem. In fact, not only is there not an easy way, it kind of seems like there isn't a way at all, just in general, to get down from this area. Oh, this is wood. So that's good. I didn't realize this was wood. So I can mine the entrance portal. Whoo! Boy, oh boy. This is a problem. I kind of like it. It's just gonna be difficult. Well, let's amplified world. Okay. Sure. I don't know what gave me that, but sure. I suppose that since the only thing we didn't start with is a pickaxe, we'll start by making a pickaxe. It's tossing the dirt out of my inventory again. I mean, I suppose I did know that was gonna happen. You know? I did have a hunch. Because that's the dirt collector or dirt lover or whatever it was. So it kind of makes sense that that's still going to be happening. Right. So this is a slab here, it looks like. It's like the bottoms are slabs. That or I'm just confused while I'm looking at it. It looked like a slab, but maybe not. Maybe that is a whole block. No? Maybe it's, I don't know. Hi, gravel. I mean, I suppose as long as I don't get a lot of flint off of it, that might be a good, like, solution to this problem. Because, one, I can build down with gravel. Because gravity blocks. Ugh! I thought I was about to, like, fall and die. But then I did not. So I'm glad that I didn't. Unfortunately, we have no coal, which means no torches, which means that nobody can see a dang thing. Is that not coming up to me? It is, okay. It's just that it's so far down that it didn't look like it was. Ooh, okay. That was pain, but I knew that was gonna happen. Good lord. I mean, it was 28 blocks down. Or rather, I should say it was 28 blocks that I put down. So it's not too surprising that, you know, we went way the frick down here. Well, this is problematic, though. Aye! Frick! Spider freaking attacked me without me seeing them. This is fine. We weren't getting anywhere with that anyway. Clearly. Clearly we were not going to get anywhere with that anyway. Floating islands again. Good. Fun. Zombies and chickens. Pigs. Do I want to turn it into a surface world? Again? Yeah, see, that replaces the floating islands. I think I would rather replace the the floating islands. 'Cause that sucked. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we now realize that we can start by mining these blocks. Oh, interesting. These are stripped pale oak wood, whereas these are stripped pale oak log. Got it. Alright, well, that answers that. I was just thinking, like, do I want to build a crafting table and then a pickaxe? Like, to start with, and then there was stone right there. So it's like, yes, I do. If it had been dirt, I wouldn't have needed the pickaxe to get down, you know? But I was thinking, like, there's probably going to be stone along the way down. Also, since I'm not really planning on coming back up, I suppose I don't need to mine down, like, carefully. Not carefully, but like, you know, in a way that I'm not head hitting to get up and down. All right. I mean, savanna biome to start us off here. Which, those were oak trees. So that was interesting. Hey! Come back here. Thank you. I'm just getting some EXP. Figure the chickens and the pigs are a good way of getting it. And the pigs are a good way of getting the food, you know? So I'm kind of wanting to just look for the exit again. That seemed like the best option. Was to try and, like, find the exit first. And then from there, kind of try to fill up our inventory afterwards. That's a baby pig. So, a little sad that I just, you know, murdered his entire family. But it's fine. Remember the pigs, since they seem to be kind of the thing that we can rely on. This is a really neat idea, though. And I do wonder to what extent this can be taken. Could you play it on a server, for example? Like, could I do this multiplayer, you know? Bring my friends, you know, create a Craftmine world to bring my friends along. I mean, not that I really have any, but still. Got it. I was wondering that. I did not know if copper was mineable with a wood pickaxe or not. Coal is. But copper, you could say, is a tier above. Always start by making torches. Now I see a zombie down there, but I don't know that I want to go down there. Where did he even spawn? That's the weird part. That zombie just kind of was there. I'm not entirely sure where he came from. And that's the part that kind of concerns me. Ah. There's like more cave up here. That's where he came from. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. Aight. Let's start with cooking some food since our food bar is down to 3 and our health has already begun to decrease. I wanted to kind of hold off on the campfire as long as possible, since once we put it down we can't then pick it up. Great. Love that. Here, have a copper pickaxe. Or a wooden pickaxe. Copper pickaxe? Sure that does exist in a mod somewhere. Ow. Gosh dang it. Having the campfire is nice. I mean, it is slow. Don't get me wrong. It is slower than a furnace. But it's a free, you know, regular cooking source at least. You know, it doesn't require fuel. So there's that at least. And this kind of gives me a little bit of a base for now. I think I will upgrade my tools to stone to begin with. Whee! Whee! Thought I put a torch up here, but I guess not. Nice! Zombie trophy. Oh, this guy's got a shovel. Aww, he didn't give me the shovel. How rude. Like, could you imagine being a zombie with a shovel? And then you die and you don't give the shovel? Like, seriously. Like, how rude is that? Mobs definitely spawn, I want to say, like, closer, but maybe that one spawned, like, up there. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, was like, mobs definitely spawn closer, but maybe not. Maybe those mobs just spawned above me. Since I really wasn't that far away from where the torch was and all. So. Just wondering if I want to speed this up a little bit with the furnace. I definitely want to make a sword. For sure. Ow. Again. If I knew where some coal was. But we've grabbed all of the freaking visible coal. And then we used it all on torches. And unfortunately, I now no longer have even torches, so yet another grass grade trophy. Not entirely sure I understand what that means. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to get out of the furnace. At least with what I have on me anyway. Unless I want to do like that. Put it in a little bit more like regular wood. Pale oak wood is worth more? No. It's just I have more. Okay. I think it's just that I have more. I think it's only gonna get one more of these done. Yeah. That's fine. We'll grab these and then once we have these, then we'll, I don't know, move on maybe? I guess? I mean, I'd probably want to wait till it's day anyway. I say, and then I'm like, well, maybe let's look around a little, you know? What? Oh, right. Dirt. Mine ingredient, amplified world. Yeah, because we lost that. That could be cool to try our luck at. And amplified. Ooh. Normally zombies wouldn't bother me too much, but unfortunately, this is not Minecraft. This is Craftmine. And the rules of Craftmine are a tad bit different. But yeah, I guess leave a comment. I don't remember if I said it. But leave a comment and tell me if you're interested in seeing more of this. Thought baby zombies were resistant to burning up in the daylight. Maybe that's a bedrock thing? I mean, maybe it's also just not a thing in general. And I'm just freaking dumb. The I'm dumb part, I know for a fact. You know? But that might not be the baby zombies thing might not be related to that. I do kind of want to like try to get deeper. Cuz like if that one thing, the one mine ingredient needed us to dig deep down, it makes me suspect that there is a deep down to dig to. And like there probably is iron and diamonds below. Alright, let's not fall in that. These poor baby pigs. Oh, hey, there's our exit. Okay. Just sitting right up there on the mountain, which is kind of nice. Means that we won't drown to get to it this time. I do wonder if you could, like, create a survival world in one of these places. I mean, obviously it would be like a hardcore, right? Because of the, you know, you die and you lose the mine thing. But still. Could be interesting to try to, like, set up a survival world in something like this. Especially once you've gotten some, like, crazy modifiers. I just don't know what all of the, like, player unlocks do. Chicken. Give me the chicken trophy. Way too many sticks. Oh, nope. I think that was my sword. I thought I saw coal there, but I think I was just seeing my sword against the stone. Get rid of that. I don't need the rotten flesh. Good enough. I just saw all of this gravel and was like, let's make sure that that doesn't just collapse under my feet. Okay, yes. I have used up all of the raw chicken. Or not raw chicken, but the cooked chicken that I made. Pretty sure that I had that in my, like, hot bar. And thus, if I didn't have it, then it, like, got ate. But I wasn't entirely sure. Also, I do have a full stack of the raw pork chop. And that's kind of hilarious to me. Just because I definitely have never really even considered like the slaying of animals for experience. Usually when it's animals for experience, I'm thinking of breeding. But here in Craftmine, I have been doing the slaying. I believe the exit was just above us, right? I mean, I don't know why I ask questions when there's no chat. You know, with this one being a pre-record and all. But still, God, I really need more inventory space. Wondering if it might not just, like, actually be a better idea to get through these worlds quickly, since you get the, like, bonus experience at the end, it seems like. And thus you could, like, build up to doing, like, a larger, like, a longer world from there. I definitely... Ooh. Iron. But yeah, I definitely, like, need more inventory space. And I probably should consider like going out and actually hitting the exit so that I like actually know where it is before we go. Like where we, so that we can figure out like where we are in relation. Ooh. I don't remember where I put down the crafting table. Was it back here? No. Oh, it was back there. I see it. I set it down because I figured I would just leave it behind. Because I do have, you know, backup wood on me where I can create more. We're at 12 levels right now. Leaving coal behind, I guess, is fine. Since I'm mostly trying to just get the experience right now. Deeper Pockets is level 15. I think that might be the best next option. If we can get to level 15, we'll have more inventory. And that, of course, means more that we can carry. And thus, with more that we can carry, it means more that we'll get each run, you know? So I think it's fine if I just leave that furnace back there. Because right now the thing I need the most is the exit. Frickin' heck. With the zombies. There we go. Okay, Deeper Pockets is now available. So that's good. Where was the exit? Maybe it was on the other side of the mine? Like the mountain? Guess we did kind of go through the mountain. But this is kind of what I was like talking about. Like maybe I should find the exit. So that I could guarantee I knew where it was at least. It wouldn't hurt to try and farm some zombies. Maybe we just leave. You know, since we have all of this stuff in our inventory and everything. Maybe we just consider leaving. Like, it's right here. The exit's right here. And like, yeah, we've got a lot of raw copper. Wow, that's a lot of experience. And because we don't have clumped, it took it a moment to finish getting it to us. Zombies, chicken. Mine number 4. And I assume this just kind of goes on infinitely. I mean, we're level 35 now. That's actually really good. Doors yearn for the keys. I don't know what that means. But there must be a key, some key or something. You know what? 3x3 inventory crafting. Let's go. That looks so weird. They did nothing to freaking, like, move that. Kuiper World. Igloo in space! I don't have any options on this one. So we have an igloo. Cave World. Mine ingredient. We do appear to have a basement. No villagers. Oh. Oh! Oh my! Yes, please. Weakness potion as per the usual. Alright. That definitely helps. There's the exit up there. There appear to be snow golems. It appears to be eternal night. There don't appear to be hostile mobs. Unless, I think that may be a polar bear. There is some stone below us. Snowy biomes. Well, we have a chest down here. Let's start with this. Because that will surely help with inventory. Oh yeah, we do get a recipe book as well. Okay, that's good. I don't know exactly how big this asteroid, I guess, is. It's really difficult to see. There we go. Well, that's that then. Okay. Deep dark biome. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's really just an asteroid. And it doesn't look like there's much of anything down here. So that's a little unfortunate. Wonder if you mine underneath of the soft sand, whatever, the soft snow. Like, it doesn't act like a liquid, right? Even though you put it in a bucket. Like, it doesn't, like, flow downward, does it? I guess we're building up. Listen, I'm not a speed bridger. So we're not going we're not going to be going very fast. Oh, wait, hang on. Campfire is probably gonna melt the snow, so let's put it here. Thanks for that. I'm definitely glad I grabbed the campfire. I mean, yes, I did technically have the lava bucket. I could have used that as fuel. But I don't know that that would have been a good use of the lava bucket. You know? Fuel for my freaking potatoes. Meanwhile, I can sit here and just put the potatoes on the campfire 4 at a time and take it nice and steady, because I mean we don't have any wood or anything, so I really don't know if snow golems are going to be hostile to us or not. They're not usually hostile mobs, you know, they're usually passive mobs. But then I think they also only, like, spawn, like, you only get them, like, if you spawn them. I don't think you can even encounter them normally. I do think this will be the last world that we do. What with this being a special world and all. And if there are going to be these, like, special worlds, maybe that could be sort of like a goal if we do a series. Like, try to get to the next special world per, you know, each episode or something. That's unfortunate. Was it worth going all the way down just to get one potato? I don't know, but I did it anyway. This is where we're gonna want to be careful. While I'm fairly certain that polar bears aren't going to attack us normally, I was ready to punch. I was ready to punch if I had to. Like, when it started to walk towards me, I was like, oh crap. I was certain it was on the attack. But it wasn't, so that's a good thing. Might want to kind of knock down some of these leaves. Just to see if we could get a mine upgrade. It's just forest biomes, okay. I mean, that's fine. We're trying to get all the way up there, too, by the way. So, it would sorry, buddy. Nope. Hey, I didn't knock him over. I didn't knock him off. That's why I said sorry, because I was for sure, like, I was almost certain that I was going to knock him off. But we didn't, so that's good. Let's build over here slightly. And these are slabs, so we do have to be a little careful. They could glitch. I don't think that has been, like, fixed yet. I'm not even sure if that's something you really, like, could realistically fix. Being that it's more of a, like, placement bug. Like, it registers that you place the block a little, like, lower. And so it bugs. Well, it does look like all of the mobs here are passive. The wolf was passive. RIP that wolf that was right up here. It seems to have bumped into me and fallen off. So, rip that. Rip the poor wolf. That's a little unfortunate. I don't really seem to be getting saplings at all. But it could just be that I'm like having no luck with getting saplings. You know, it could be entirely unrelated. Alright, well, let's... do a little bit of building. Very carefully. Since, I mean, we need to get up there. Guess this will be a good test of whether those guys are hostile. I would think they would already be shooting at me if they were. I'm fairly certain I was in range of them. Cool. Okay. I think this level is literally just trying to get out of here. Or I should say is just about getting out of here. Here's another wolf. This one is sitting. I have lost sight of the exit. Oh, it's up there. I see it. Ooh, jungle biome. That's good. This is why I didn't just build straight up or anything. Because I might have to go back. That's why I've been building in a way that lets me, like, utilize my resources to, like, return if I need to. Ooh. I mean, I guess I don't know where I would plant it. But I do have 4 saplings. is a little bit of dirt around here. Obviously, the issue therein is that we then have to wait for it to grow. But it's more just a question of whether we'll have the resources to get up there. If I don't try to grow a sapling, no, fox, wolf, whatever you were. I think it fell off. Well, let's start with re-racking our tree here. That would be a good start. As Jardoon always puts it anyway. Re-rack your trees. Ooh, okay. Don't go that way. I was mostly trying to see if I could find more than just, you know, one extra dirt. Oh, my dirt lover. My dirt lover trait made me throw all the dirt away. I see. Yes. Yup. I maybe didn't exactly think of that part. Got it. Try to get to that one next. I mean, if I am careful, I can mine the snow. Sorry, buddy. That's why I didn't use my fist. I kind of assumed it might take more than one hit. I really didn't want to do that, but I wanted to ensure that I wasn't gonna, like, die by, like, accidentally hitting him while mining. So, it was perhaps an unfortunate thing. Boy, aside from the wood, there really isn't anything here. And if I mine the ice blocks, they're going to turn into water. Ooh, this is coarse dirt. I don't know if that's going to trigger the dirt lover thing. Yep. Yep, it did. Good. Love it. I definitely wasn't trying to get to more dirt. Specifically so I could have a chance at growing a 4x4 tree. Those break, and that's that. Here we go. This'll work. So let's pick up the coarse dirt. Let's put it there. Frick you! Cool. Now we just kind of wait. Because there's really not much else we can do. It's just kind of wait until that grows. I mean, obviously, you know, we have stuff. So I can kind of think about starting to build up towards there, maybe. With our wood supplies that we currently have. But if that were to grow, that would be super helpful with getting some wood supplies. I'm just saying. If you feel like doing some random ticks there to increment that'd be great. Game. Whoa! He do be trying to knock me off. I mean, I don't know that it's so much that he's trying to, as much as it is that, like, he came close to. Like, he came over. He pushed. And it almost ended me. Trying to not overmine. So that I can just get one bit at a time here. Don't do it. I know that if I didn't have mob griefing on, these guys would leave snow behind. And through that, I could conceivably obtain infinite blocks. The issue with that lies in the fact that I have mob griefing on. And I'm not entirely sure I want to turn off mob griefing just to get some snow. Especially when I put down those saplings over there. Now, should it come down to it and I need blocks, I can always do that. But I think I want to try to see where I can get with what we have so far. Not to mention there are other places that we could like go back to. You know, I was working pretty hard on making it so that we always had the ability to, bye-bye, whatever mob you were, you know, go back to previous islands and things. But seriously though, if you would grow, that would be great. Let's not leave that as a gap. Maybe. That might be a good idea. Good. Love to see it. Oh. I mean, we could go back to our original island. Because surely there is more in the way of cobblestone that I could mine up. Sorry, buddy. But I kind of got to get past you. Bye-bye. Since this does seem to be the only place where we can get like legitimate stone. It might be best to just mine up, you know, as much of this as we can. I'm obviously also trying to be careful. Yeah, because of that. Because of that. I knew that somewhere along the way I was gonna mine, and it was gonna do that. Also, do you like, did you like that panic sound that I made? No. That was great. Powdered snow. It's taken me this long, but I finally remembered what it was, what the other kind of snow was called. Powdered snow. But yeah, like, it doesn't act like a block or a liquid, right? Like, I'm not gonna get screwed over by there being like a random block of powdered snow in here, am I? I do see why they gave me the diamond pick and diamond shovel, though. Could you imagine not only trying to complete this, but also having to, like, factor in a shovel and pick as resources that you're then trying to, like, spend? Because I don't think you can even mine snow without a shovel. Like, I don't think it drops anything. I think in order to get the snowballs, you have to be using a shovel. Like, I think that if you try to use your fists, it just doesn't work. I'll take it. God, I hate I hate any blocks that only go up to freaking, or any items that only go up to freaking 16. It's like, why? Thanks for that. Definitely didn't just have a minor freak out when I saw that there was nothing under that block. Okay. All we have to do now is very carefully travel back without falling off. I mean, really the only sections that I have to really worry about are the, like, ice. But I don't think there's a lot of that we have to worry about. Like, there's this block, but we're just going straight forward, so it's okay. As long as I very carefully make my turns properly, I think we'll be all right. I could probably turn off the night vision. Since I just did that for when we were there underground. No! Another wolf fell off. Don't know if I need the extra block, and I don't know if I need to go back at any point. So I didn't want to, like, waste that if I could avoid it. Do you suppose that they put coarse dirt so that you couldn't grow trees? I've never actually tried to grow trees on coarse dirt. I don't know if they can. Let me tell you, I am gripping the shift button. Something fierce. I know it does nothing, but that doesn't matter to my brain. My brain's like, grip the shift button with all of your power. Do it. Oh. This is the highest point, too. 116. Kuiper World, igloo in space. This is also the farthest, it looks like. Nothing else generated out that way. This is so dumb. But there's a single thing up here. Okay. About what I expected, but like there was a single island up there. So I wanted to see if there was any chance that there was a freaking like chest of something or anything like that. But there was not. Do I try to kill these guys? See if they drop anything? I'm a little concerned about doing that, if I can be honest. Because they're gonna shoot snowballs at me. And for all I know, that could just knock me right the frick off. Well, that's sad. I didn't realize that they would die in one hit. Otherwise, I wouldn't have freaking bothered with the building everything. But they dropped nothing, so. Let's leave. Space! Ooh, a master key. Shimmering key opens boiler room? What does that mean? Also, we barely got any experience. Holy crap. I thought that was a weird smiling face, but no, it's a skull with a glow around it, like the ominous key has. Door, room, wall. The door you just clicked. That. Authorized personnel only. Nothing to see here. Move along. Huh? Oh, I'm definitely getting to this chest. Even if I have to sit here and freaking break it with my fist, I will open this chest. Huh? Skybox. True sky. Bad idea. Missing. Hub. Small. The end. Overworld. What does it mean? Do I now have to, like, beat the next world without dying in order to, like, get these? Oh boy. I'm curious. What's creative mode like? I mean, you've got the spawn eggs. Got the standard ingredients. Tools. Huh? Is that... That's not a normal music disc, right? Shimmering key, shimmering door, sky. Sky box. Dimension control. A vault. These are all the normal things. The infested stone. But dimension control and a skybox. I mean, that does seem to be where the items are that are unique to this stuff in the functional. I give myself the key. It does nothing. I didn't think so. These are the operator blocks. We've got test blocks, test instance block. The frick are these? Shimmering doors, shimmering key, sky. Oh boy. I'm totally not cheating. At all. And putting those in a chest. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to bring those with me to the next world. Which, good lord. Like, that's insane. I could get armor. We've called this Unlock Sagittari, but someone said it sounded weird and that no one speaks Latin anymore. Quiver? Wouldn't it be nice if you had somewhere to make more arrows? No? Alright, these will have to do then. Tracker, they're not getting away. Arrowverse, shoot to your heart's content. Don't forget your bow. Full suit of armor, no alchemy needed. Made from the finest leather. Bring a snack with you. Bring a meal with you. Bring a feast with you. You know, I never knew you could just put this in your main hand. Made from the heaviest matter in the universe. Natural evolution of a shield. Is a mace? I just realized. The mace? First pioneers of flight weren't always successful. Maybe you can do better after unlocking the spell book. right about that. Maybe I just can't get that right away. So we now have 3 modifiers. Cave exits. Mines can now be found in the caves. Cave world, cave exit. Oh. I see. What, up there? Oh. That's gonna be... I see. I see. Savannah biome, andesite, frogs, spiders, cave world, cave exit. And also, no, we actually kept our night vision. Okay. And these were the sky blocks. And I don't think that whatever this is can be mined. It's probably the same block that makes up like the walls here. So... Oh, wait. What the frick? Sky dev mode? Dimension control. What? True sky. Oh, and I didn't even notice that I had, like, removed the sky earlier. Classic hub. What the frick? Let's be honest, I wasn't going to get them anyway. So I definitely think I'm going to do a part 2 at least. But let me know if you want to see more. I don't know what I expected. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I don't know what else I expected to be there. Okay. Bad idea. This is gonna be a terrible idea, but... What? There's my thumbnail. Oh yeah. No, I totally broke this chest and took it over there. Yep, totally. That's totally what I did. Okay. I mean, that is the end. What the frick? Never mind. I think that's going to be the thumbnail. Classic hub. Missing, yeah, and dev mode. Think we're gonna put overworld in, and we'll just put the rest in here for now. Memory lane. What happens if I go back to one of these? Visiting old mine that was sadly lost. I get a spy eye. Oh yeah, it did. It legitimately gave me the exact world back. Cause like there's still the house and everything. So I could like legitimately come back here and play again, I assume. Where was the exit? I know we found it. Was it over this way? I know it was in the water. Oh, hey, there's another one over here, actually. I just want to see, like, do I get experience if I, like, complete a world through this? Like, if I were to come back, right, and, like, do one of these. Like, since now I've got the Azure Bluets, right? I leave. I think I got a little bit more experience on that, but I'm not sure. Doors yawn for the keys. Alright. Well, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with this. I'm definitely curious to see more, like where this goes. So maybe we'll check out more. That's weird, dude. I don't know that I actually got any, like, actual experience out of going through that portal. Like, leaving the level. In fact, despite all of this experience, I seem to be not actually collecting it. So, you can't cheese it by going back to old worlds. I wish these would like at least tell you what they are. Oh well. Because, like, I mean, they're just there. You know? We'll get more mining efficiency and... guess we'll get the apprentice smelter. I'm not entirely sure what that does. And obviously we haven't done whatever we need for the spell book. So there's that. Using an eye of exit. Compass's point to the nearest exit. And starter compass. Swift sneaking. Terrain permitting, practice skiing if you can. Need for speed. Amazing game and super fast. Alright, well, yeah, there's nothing more we can unlock because it just used all the levels, so. Yeah. Like I said, tell me if this has interested you, and if you want to see more. Yes, I know, it's almost 4 o'clock and you haven't gotten your 2 o'clock food because you've been sleeping. I get it, kitty cat. Yeah. I guess with that, I'll see you all next time. Oh yeah, check the video, check the playlist, I guess. And if there's more than one, you can check that. I'm probably going to do at least 2, so probably as a playlist, probably not in the one-shots. Yeah. Yeah, come on out. Sorry, my brain just stopped working for a sec. But yeah, come on out, twitch.tv/SereneInc if you want to see more streams done live. You know, if you want to see more of the streams that are done live. So, that's it. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.